Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel, and we're back with another Upland video. And today we're talking about Kingdom again, which is like a secondary game attached to Upland. They use the same properties. Upland is a real estate trading game. You can build properties, buy properties, and it's kind of the real plots and lots in real life, which is kind of cool. But Kingdom is like a completely different game where you have your own kind of medieval society you're trying to build, and I keep getting attacked. So I'm going to talk about the wars, the combat in Kingdoms a little bit, and maybe what my strategy might be. I had a video on this a couple of days ago, and my strategy has completely changed since that video. So ignore everything I said in that video. It was probably wrong. So Kingdom is where you can pick a location in Upland, or you can have multiple locations in Los Angeles, Arlington, Dallas, Las Vegas, or Kansas City for right now, but it should expand later on. And then you can sell goods, you can farm, you can do all kinds of different things. I have another video that goes over all the details. But you also can get attacked. And so I was up to 158 or 159 subjects. Now I'm down to 146 subjects because they've been dying in wars. So not exactly amazing. And what I have learned is that wars aren't good, obviously, but before I'd said maybe we could have a lazy note alliance, join together, help protect each other. That's a bad idea. All right, you're probably going to be attacked and taken over by another lord or king. It's just a matter of who it is, and if you want to attack and take over other people, really, because unless you're huge and massive and have a ton of people, you're going to get taken over. There's just no way around that because some of the people in Kingdoms are so powerful. So I mentioned before, hey, you guys can help me defend myself. Well, it wouldn't have helped. It would have just killed your guys. So my first battle, we'll show you right here, was kind of crazy. It happened a couple of days ago. And down here, I'll try and keep it lower so you can see. Someone attacked me, and I think it was the Huang, yes, with 34 troops, and I didn't have many military at that point. I was focusing on farming and mining and different stuff. And so I put 5 out there. I really shouldn't have put anybody, to be honest, because there was no way I was going to be able to win. And I did have someone come try to defend me, or defend for me, and they took heavy losses too, but they have a whole lot of army. So I didn't know if they're helping me because of my videos, or just because they're trying to win. I don't know. But anyway, thank you, Screen Time. But I know Screen Time has a lot of people, and from this point forward, you really don't need to help me if I'm getting taken over, unless it's my lord, who we'll talk about that here soon. Really, it's more about focusing on yourself and you're attacking what you want to do. Because as you can see here, I had 23, well, not really 23 attackers, because you can attack multiple times from the same person, so you can see some of these are multiple people. But 1,412 troops against 206 on my side, and I had 5. So, 201 of those were Screen Time, who took pretty heavy losses, but you can also see there were heavy losses over here too. And some of these people had 100, 200, 300, 400 people fighting, 500, 600 people fighting in this. And Papillion 777 actually won, who is actually on the Lazy Note Discord, has been a huge supporter of my YouTube channel. And at first I'm like, hey, why are you attacking me? What's going on? But then we were talking through Discord, and he's telling me, yeah, I mean, there's no way you're gonna be able to defend yourself against all these people. You really just want to figure out who you want your lord to be. And I figured it'd be better if I was your lord than someone else, which made sense, and no hard feelings there at all. And he's actually been a lot of help explaining kind of the situation of battles and different things to me, because it can get very complicated and very confusing too about how it works. So he joined in, and part of how you win a battle, or who decides who wins, is how soon you join into a battle, how many troops you have, what kind of troops, all of that. And it's hard to figure out how Kingdoms figures out who wins. But there was a battle against my people, and you can see down here all the different skirmishes. So Boss Hog fought against that, and you can see the details, what happened. And Boss Hog fought against me, definitely beat me, and so I was done very quickly. And then other battles with screen time over and over. He had lots and lots of battles, and eventually the attackers won. But then Upland says they kind of decide, you have to figure out all these attackers, who wins overall and has me as their vassal. And from what I read, is they throw a dice and figure out that way. But that's figured out from how long your troops were committed, how many troops you have committed, lots of different factors there. So a lot of people will just throw in a bunch of people at the very end and hope they end up winning, are on the winning side and get a vassal. But Kingdoms kind of calculates how long your troops were in there. So if you had your troops defending for quite a while, then that should give you a better chance of winning that vassal. So like I said, it can be confusing. And if I'm wrong, please point it out. If you have anything to add, please point out in the comments. I'm by no means an expert on this so far. I'm just sharing what's happened to me at this point. And so Papillon did win. And so I'm a vassal under him. But you can see all these skirmishes and different things going on. And at the end here, or maybe, oh yeah, there's a fight between those two. So maybe the dice determine who the top two are, and they fight each other in the end. That could be it. So you can see all the people fighting and different things going on. So that happened. And then after that occurred, well, I'll go to that in just a second, I was attacked again. So this time Iron J4F attacked me with, I think it's just one troop to start, and then I put in 7 troops, and then he added more troops, and I added more troops, and then Papillon, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, came in and helped with lots of troops to help defend me. And so that's kind of the advantage of having a lord over you, is if Iron JF wins that battle against me, I go under his vassal, and Papillon loses me as his vassal. So if, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but if I'm a vassal under another lord, that lord gets 10% of my taxes and productions or something like that. And so they want to keep me. So they want to help fight anybody else who's trying to fight me from that point forward. So that's why I say it's kind of useless to try and defend yourself and never be under a vassal, because there's people so much more powerful who will just keep fighting. And it's much better to have a lord above you who can help defend you against these people than you trying to defend yourself constantly all the time and taking lots of losses. And I took a lot of losses when this happened. I was surprised because we outnumbered them 298 to 81. 49 dead, only 7 dead. So we had way more die on our side. And I don't know what happened here. So, but we can see skirmishes, 70 versus 1, 8 versus 90. And I don't know how they figured this out either. I lost 1 archer in this battle, 32 versus 7, which is, I don't know how they, like I said, I'm not sure how they figured this out, how it's determined how many are killed and how all this works. But this person did not lose very many. And let's see here, 37 versus 14. I was outnumbered in every battle too, which is, I lost 3 of the, are those just skirmishers or are those the, I don't remember what all these, I think they're skirmishers. I lost a lot of skirmishers and pikemen too. So it's very frustrating to, I lost all my skirmishers who fought. So I don't know if they're very good to have. I want to check and see if these guys even had skirmishers, honestly. Yeah, he had some there. No skirmishers. No skirmishers. There was 4. He lost 3 skirmishers. No skirmishers. Just keep saying skirmisher. No skirmishers again. No. So maybe skirmishers are just bad to have, and I think I'm training them right now. So maybe I need to stop that. So you can go to improvements and see my training and see what I'm doing right here. Peasant to skirmisher, yes. Let's cancel them. And this, like I mentioned before, if you build a new building and you donate, you're using all this stone and planks and materials to build it, and you cancel it, you lose all that. Well, if you're training a peasant, you don't lose your peasant. He just goes back to being a peasant. But when you're training people, I built a barracks, which helps train more people. But you also need, let's say I want to train a spearman. I have to have a spear, right, to train them. If I want to train a spikeman, I've got to have that halberd and plate armor. So it takes a lot of goods to train these people, because these are expensive items my blacksmith makes, and I have quite a few of them, but I could also sell them. So losing peasants isn't just, or losing military isn't just losing the person. You're losing this armor and halberd and materials you used as well. So the skirmishers only need a sword and chain. That's quite a bit, right? But they seem to be horrible. So I'm going to just not make any more skirmishers. And maybe the swordsmen are people I should be training. But it takes a long time to train them as well. And something I've noticed too is it's getting very, a little bit slow. I think probably because a lot of stuff is going on. But let's see, it takes 36 days to train a swordsman. But that's probably way better than, the skirmisher. So I was just curious. Oh yeah, he has lots of swordsmen on his side. Archers. Who are those guys? Does it show what those guys are? Pikemen. So they have lots of pikemen. Although I lost some pikemen too. So I guess I've learned, don't train skirmishers. And yeah. So going forward, if someone attacks me like this, I don't think it's even worth it for me to join the battle. I mean, I'm losing all these troops and people, and the only time I really want to contribute my troops, I think, is if I want to attack someone else, which I may or may not do, because then I'm, have a vassal under me where I can be getting some money and different things earned, and then paying my lord above me. So we'll see how that works. Like I said, it's been kind of slow. So while that's doing that, you can see kind of what's going on, or search for people who's fighting you through that. I just went to the search kingdoms, and I can just type in the start, and you can see King Papalion. And like I said, it's being a little slow. They might have to upgrade some servers or something here with all the people fighting and doing different stuff. But you can see they have 120 plots, lots of upics, one vassal, that's me, 796 workers. So these guys have so many workers and so much military, it'd be almost impossible for me to fight them. And even if a lot of people are lazy node joined up too, it'd just be a losing battle, and we'd just be killing people. So our own people. Wow, it's going so slow. So normally you can see here who the vassal is for King Papilion, any battles they're joining, and who their lord is too, because he is under another lord as well. So there's all kinds of different things going on in battles. Definitely a learning curve, but I am learning it's slow, and I don't want to be fighting too many battles to defend myself, because I'm just going to keep losing people, and it takes me a while to gain people and to train them and do all of that. So that's the update on kingdoms. Battling is tricky. I don't know if it's worth it for most people to defend themselves. Once you get under a vassal, it's kind of like, hope you get under one. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. If you get under a vassal and people keep attacking you and trading vassals, you just pay your money to a different person. Where it really probably matters having a bunch of troops and a bunch of military is if you want to attack other people and try and have vassals under you. All right, we'll have many more updates on this. We'll see how all this progresses. And as I learn more, I will share more. Thanks for watching. Love the support, and we'll have other Upland videos too. We just did the latest Lazy Node contest drawing, so we'll have another one of those coming up here in a week or so probably. If you haven't ever joined one of those are fun to enter and partake in. All right, take care. Be back soon.